warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So as promised today, I'm going to continue with the Sharpe model of optimization. Okay, this chapter is under chapter of optimization, also known as portfolio selection. Okay, so the Sharpe model of optimization, I call it as a 7 steps. Okay, because there are 7 steps to be done in order to answer the question, or in order to find in what asset and how much you should invest in respective assets. Okay, so this one is considered the most complicated one. Okay, because it involves 7 steps. Okay, there are many kind of questions. Sometimes the question doesn't require you to do all the 7 steps. Sometimes you can do from step 2 to step 5, step 5 to step 7. Okay, it depends on the question. But today I'm going to show you the longest one, the 7 steps. So it's supposed to be whatever question it is, you should have no problem to answer, because you know the whole process from step 1 until step 7. Okay, so for this kind of question, I have extracted the question from June 2018. So this one is under FIN552. Okay, so this one is question 3. Alright, so let's read the question together. Okay, Miss Jen, your fund manager at MJ Funds Berhad is attempting to construct an optimum portfolio for her client. Over the holding period, the market expected return, so this is a RM, and variance is 12% and 16% respectively. Okay, we know that the RM is 12% and the market variance, okay, is 16%. And the risk-free investment, so that this one is RF, are available at 6% return. Okay, so the following securities are under consideration. Okay, so given security field, Quest, RNT and Starry, so PQRS, so given the expected return, the beta and the residual variance. So this one is the symbol of the residual variance. If you can see, so the residual the variance, okay, with the square, okay, and it has IE, okay, at the back. Okay, so that is called as the residual variance. Okay, so the question based on the simple Sharpe portfolio optimization approach assists Miss Jen to construct an optimal portfolio. So dalam tajuk optimal ni, it refers to the portfolio selection lah, the portfolio optimization. Alright, so to answer this question, okay, because this one is 7 steps, okay. Okay, so we should start with step number 1. Okay, step number 1 is to calculate the excess return to beta ratio. Okay, so the excess return to beta ratio, so this is the formula to calculate the excess return. Okay, which is the RI minus RF divided by beta I. So we know that just now, given RM, berapa tadi? 12%. Okay, 12%. And then variance market was 16%. Okay, and then given the RF for the risk-free reinvestment is 6%. Okay, so to calculate the excess return to beta, RI minus RF divided by beta I. So expected return here in this column, okay, so this one is the RI. Okay, RF given 6%. Okay, so you minus RF and then divide by beta I. So beta I tu for the respective asset lah. So for this one, RI 11 for field 11 minus 6 is the risk-free rate, and then divide with the beta. So beta 0.9. Okay, and then berikutnya sampai habis lah you buat for the field, Quest, RMT and Starry. So make sure you try this question. Okay, try to do it and then you will get the answer. So the excess return for field 5.56, Quest 6.67, RMT 11.25 and the Starry 7.77. Okay, so this one we are settled with step number 1. Now step number 2, okay, I put the step number 2 in the next column here. Okay, step number 2 is to rank. Okay, so you rank here from the highest to lowest. Okay, you start with the highest to lowest. Okay, so we refer to the excess return just now that we calculated. So we know that the RMT 11.25 is the highest excess return. Okay, so it should be ranked as number 1. And then number 2, Starry, 7.77. Number 3, Quest, 6.67. And the last one, okay, belongs to Phil, 5.56. Alright, so this is step number 2. Simple je, step number 2. Okay, step number 3. So this one panjang sikit. Okay, panjang sikit je. Okay, step number 3. Okay, you have to come up with the table with 7 columns. Okay, so yang I tanda merah dekat sini, column number 1, column 2, column number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6 and number 7. Okay, which is column number 1. Okay, you akan masukkan the ranked securities. Okay, ranked securities, okay, according to the ranking yang you buat just now. Okay, so ranking just now, we start with the R, the highest, 11.25. Okay, followed by S, 7.77, Q, 6.67, and the last one, P, 5.56. Okay, so just masukkan balik the excess return. Okay, and then for the column number 3, okay, yang ini, you don't have to show your working in the table. Okay, because it will be crowded lah kat sini. Okay, you can calculate straight away in your calculator and then terus masukkan. Key in saja dia punya answer dekat sini. Alright, so here is Ri minus Rf times beta I divided by, okay, so this one is the residual variance that I show you just now. Okay, so it given in the question. Okay, here is the residual variance. Okay, should be no problem. So just ikut saja formula ni. Ri, contohnya Ri macam untuk R tadi kan. Ri is 15 minus 6 Rf. Beta, okay, you times with 0.8 beta dia. And then divide by the residual variance. So residual variance, just refer to the table. Okay, divide by 8.88. Okay, and then you should get this answer 0.8108. Okay, and then followed lah by S, Q, and P. Okay, just work out the calculation based on this formula. Okay, so this one is simple, but you have to be very careful lah masa nak kira ni. And then you have to be very careful because the table ni dia dah ikut the ranking sebenar from highest to lowest. Jangan tersilap masuk. Okay, sebab yang dibagi kat sini P, Q, R, S. Tapi bila kita dah rank from the highest to lowest, okay, you are going to start with R, S, Q and P. Okay, based on the ranking in the excess return. Okay, next, column number 4 is equal to beta I divided by the residual variance. So I bagi contoh satu je lah untuk R. RMT, beta RMT was berapa tadi? RMT beta dia 0.8. So 0.8 kuasa 2 lah, dia square. And then divide by the residual variance. Okay, residual variance dia 8.88. Okay, so ini beta ni kuasa 2 nampak Okay, square dekat situ. So you will get 0.0721. Okay, and for S, 0.4939, 0.3814, and the last one, you will get 0.0866. Okay, so this one nampak simple, tapi you have to do it by your own, baru you nampak macam mana benda ni boleh dapat macam ni. Okay, and then the next column is column number 5. Okay, the column number 5 ni is a cumulative ataupun accumulation of column number 3. So ini 3 ni refer to the column number 3. So meaning to say here, start with the 0.8108 kan. Okay, sebab kita nak accumulation dia. Accumulated dia, so 0.8108. And then you have to add with the next row. Okay, plus with 3.8415. So you will get 4.6532. And then, yang ni 4.6532 plus 2.5424. You will get 7.1947. And then accumulation lagi. Okay, you add another the last row 0. Maksudnya 7.1947 plus 0.4813. Okay, so here you will get 7.676. Okay, so here I ulang balik. Column ni adalah the accumulation. Ataupun I put note lah kat sini. Okay, accumulation of column 3. Okay, of column 3. This one, for the column number 6, sama juga, dia accumulation juga. Accumulation, okay, of column 4. Okay, so we start with the column number 4, 0.0721. Okay, and then you plus the next row 0.4939, you akan dapat 0.566, plus the next row 0.3814, you akan dapat 0.9474. Okay, and then you plus with the 0.0866, you will get 1.034. Okay, so it's the accumulation. Alright. Okay, next, the last column for step number 3 is to calculate the cut-off value or the CV. So the CV ni dia punya formula panjang sikit. Okay, kalau tengok dekat sini. So this is the formula of CV, the cut-off value. Okay, which this one look complicated. Tapi sebenarnya apa? Sebenarnya yang ini je. Okay, benda ni. Dia punya. Okay, variance market. So just now dia dah bagi ni kan. Variance market ni. Dia bagi. Okay, ni. Variance market tadi. Copy dia punya simbol ni. Dia bagi 16 saya tak silapnya. Okay, ni. Variance market ni. So ini is the symbol of the variance market. 16%. Okay, variance market. Times column number 5. Okay, column number 5 ni refer to the every respective row lah. Kalau kita tengah buat untuk R, column number 5 dia ni lah, 0.8108. Okay, and then divided by 1 plus, okay, in the bracket, variance market times column number 6 pula. Okay, so cuba kita tengok the cut-off value here. So 16 is the variance market times column number 5 untuk R tadi, kan? 0.8108 divide by 1, ni kita ikut je 1, plus variance market again 16 times column number 6, 0.0721. Okay, so yang ni pun you have to be very careful masa nak baca. Okay, ni column number 6 dia 0.0721. Okay, so yang ni when you work out, you akan dapat lah dia punya cut off value. For R is 6.0238, for S 7.4037. Next for Q 7.1242, and the last one 7. Okay, for P. So you just masukkan balik dalam table dekat sini. Alright. So we settle with the step number 3. Okay, and then step number 4. Simple aja step ni, tapi kita tak nak bagi tertinggal. Okay, so step number 4 dekat sini I namakan dia, you have to find the C star. C star is the highest CV dekat sini. Okay, so you go through, so sini 6, 7.4, 7.1 and 7. So we know that the S, okay, S has the highest cut-off value. So you just tanda saja dekat sini. So this one is the C star. Kenapa kita tanda? Because the next step, okay, we are going to use the C star, okay, in the next calculation. Alright, so next step, step number 5 is to choose the security that has column number 2, the excess return higher than column number 7. Column number 7 just now, the cut-off value. So kita nak tengok which of the security that has the excess return to beta more than the cut-off value. Okay, so you go through balik in the table. So kita nak tengok 2 higher than 7. Okay, so for R, 2 is 11.25. Okay, higher than cut-off value, 6. Okay, number 2, S, 7.77. Okay, still higher than cut-off value, 7.4. But the Q, now, 6.67. But the cut-off value, 7. So we are not going to choose Q, and we are also not going to choose P. P, the excess return 5.56, but the cut-off is 7. So we are going only to choose R and S, which is RMT and Starry, okay, that have the excess return higher than the cut-off value. Okay, and then the next step, step number 6, is to calculate the Z value. So Z value Zi is equal to beta I divided by the residual variance. Okay, divided by the residual variance times, okay, ini darab multiply with the column number 2, excess return minus the C star. So here, that's why kita nak kena tanda the C star just now. Kat sini kita nak tolak balik dengan C star. Okay, so the Z value yang kita akan calculate only the selected, for the selected security saja. Okay, so just now we selected Z for we selected RMT and Starry. So now you are going to calculate the Z value for RMT and starry. Okay, so the Z value is equal to beta. So we know that the beta of RMT is 0.8 and the residual variance 8.88 times column number 2 excess rate 11.2, 5 minus with C star, the highest C. Okay, 7.4. 0.37 and then we get 0.3465 and the Z value for starry, beta Z starry 1.8 divided by residual variance 6.56 times with excess return 7.77 minus 7.4037, the highest C again kat sini, and then you total up the Z value kat sini, tambah je 0.3465 plus with 0.1005. Okay, so the total Z here is 0.447. Okay, and then here it comes the last step, step number 7. Okay, is to calculate weight. So the last one ni kita nak tahulah how much should we invest in the selected security. So just now we have selected RMT and starry. So now we know how much, okay, should we put the investment in RMT and how much should we put the investment in starry. Okay, so the formula to calculate the weight is equal to the ZI divided by the total Z. Okay. So the weight for RMT, ZI for RMT just now 0.3465. Ini yang kita kira dekat atas ni. Okay, divide by the total Z 0.447. So you will get 77.52. So in percentage lah. Okay, in percentage, so dia akan jadi 77.52%. And the rest, starry is simply 100 minus ini dapatlah ini. Okay, ataupun nak kira juga, it's no problem. So the weight for starry is Z for starry just now 0.1005 divided by the total Z 0.447 and then you get 22.48%. And then if you both tambah the both of them, you will get the weight for the investment is 100%. Okay, so method untuk Sharpe ni dia agak panjang lah sikit compared to the Markowitz. Okay, so if you can still recall, we did the Markowitz yesterday. Markowitz, to select the best portfolio for the investor is to calculate the expected utility. Alright, okay. But to select the best portfolio or asset ataupun security using the Sharpe model optimization, so you have to follow the 7 steps dekat sini. Okay, until you come at the last point ataupun the last step. Okay, how much ataupun the weight of the investment. Alright, so that's all. So I hope you try it by yourself, try to jawab, tengok dekat mana I buat tu and then follow one by one. Okay, and then I will put this Word punya file ni on the UFuture, so you can download it and try to do it by your own. Okay, I wish you good luck. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.